Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we will discuss about properties of numbers. So in this video, the topics I am going to cover are the closure property, then the commutative property, then the associativity property, then the distributive property, and some other topic that I am going to discuss is identity element of addition and multiplication. So now let's discuss about the closure property for addition and multiplication. So the rule of closure property that a whole number plus another whole number should be a whole number. So let's take examples. So we are going to take two examples for addition and multiplication. So 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. 2 is a whole number, then 3 is a whole number, and the answer is also a whole number. 7 plus 2 is equal to 9. 7 is a whole number, 2 is a whole number, then the answer 9 is also a whole number. Now here let's take the same numbers and multiply them. 2 into 3 is equal to 6. 2 is a whole number, 3 is a whole number, then the answer we get is also a whole number. 7 into 2 is equal to 14. So 7 is a whole number, 2 is a whole number, 14 is also a whole number. So with this we know that whole numbers are closed under multiplication and addition. Now let's understand the closure property of division and subtraction. So we are going to understand this by examples. So 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. But 1 divided by 2 is equal to 1 by 2. Or 3 divided by 2 is equal to 3 by 2. So these are smaller than 1. So it doesn't hold true for closure property. Similar to subtraction, in subtraction 10 minus 2 is equal to 5. 10 minus 2 is equal to 8. Then 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. Then but 1 minus 2 is equal to, it's not possible, or it is minus 1, and 3 minus 4 is again not possible, or we can say it as minus 1. So this is again smaller than 1. So whole numbers are not closed under division and subtraction. So now we are going to discuss about the commutative property of whole numbers. So the commutative property means that if you add a plus b and it becomes c, then the answer should not change. If you are adding b plus a, it will also become c. So we are going to try that with numbers. So 1 plus 2 is equal to 3, while 2 plus 1 is also 3. So as you can see, we have changed the order of the whole numbers, but the answer is always 3. Like that, 7 plus 3 is equal to 10, but if you add 3 plus 7, it is also 10. So here also the same thing, that you have changed the order of 7 and 3, but the answer is 10. Similar to multiplication, 1 into 2 in multiplication becomes 2, and 2 into 1 becomes 2 only. So here also you can see the same, we have changed the numbers, answer is 2. Here 7 into 3 is equal to 21, and 3 into 7 is also 21. So here also the answer is same and the order is changed. So we can say that whole numbers are commutative for addition and multiplication. Now we are going to discuss the commutative property with subtraction and division. So for subtraction we are going to take example A minus B is equal to C, but B minus A is equal to X, so it changes. So let's take a real example. 2 minus 4 is equal to minus 2, but when you subtract 4 minus 2, it becomes plus 2 or only 2. Another example, we can take it as 100 minus 50 is equal to 50, but when you subtract 50 from 100, it becomes minus 50. Like that in division, when 2 is divided by 4, it becomes 2 by 4, but when 4 is divided by 2, it becomes 4 by 2. In other words, we can say that when 10 is divided by 5, it becomes 2, but when 5 is divided by 10, it becomes 5 by 10. So we can say that whole numbers are not commutative for subtraction and division. Now we are going to discuss about the associativity property of addition and multiplication. So what is associativity property? So we need to understand that A plus B plus C should always be X, or if you say B plus A plus C should always be X. So the answer should always be same. For example, 7 plus 10 plus 10 is equal to 10 plus 10 20, so it will become 27, or 7 plus 10 in brackets plus another 10 is equal to also 27, so 10 plus and 17 plus 10 is equal to 27. In multiplication, let's take an example, 10 into 10 into 10. So this becomes 10 into 10, 100 into 10 is equal to 1000. Another example we can take here, this 10 we keep here, and another 10 from this we take here into 10 is also 1000. Or let's take easy one with different numbers, 1 into 2 in brackets into 3 is equal to 6, or 3 into 2 into 1 is equal to 6. So we can say that whole numbers are associative for addition and multiplication. Now let's discuss about the associative property of subtraction and division. So here I have written some examples. 10 minus 3 minus 7 is equal to 0. 7 minus 3 minus 4 is equal to minus 6. While 30 divided by 10 is equal to 0.3. While 30 divided by 10 is equal to 30. So we can say that whole numbers are not associative for subtraction and division. So now we are going to understand the distributive property of multiplication. So let's take an example, 20 into 97. We can do it by 20 into 100, 100 minus 3. Now 20 into 100 minus 20 into 3, so it becomes 2000 minus 60, so it becomes 1940. So multiplication distributes over whole numbers. So that's all for today, guys. I will meet you in the next video.